you are going to change, and then we are going to have something different. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Yes?
It's always good to have a start. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes we don't have time for it.
Yeah, definitely. So remember that we are trying to prepare this, right? Let's see if we can get there.
Are we going to eat that?
Oh, I wish. I have 4 quotations here about creativity. Okay? 4 quotations, 2, and then in the next slide, 2 more. Your task is to, again, I told you, if I had to do this activity with my own students, I would have changed the groups by this moment, okay? But it's okay, I know you are comfortable, so you can talk to the person next to you. How far do you agree with these statements, okay? I have 2 here and 2 more in the next slide, okay? Let's see if we get to that, is it a pie or a cake or?
Looks like a pie.
Looks like a pie. A homemade one. So let's see if we can get here, okay? We are almost there. We need some more minutes. The first one, when creative students are taught creatively and their achievements then assessed in a way that values their creative abilities, their academic performance improves. Now we are thinking of teaching creatively and assessing students in a creative way. How far do you agree? The second one, it's suggested that the best way for teachers to stay fresh and energized is to have the courage and determination to keep making changes in their practice. 1 minute for each. How far do you agree? Completely disagree, completely agree. Okay?
I think I misunderstood. When you ask about the recipe, were you talking about activities, right?
Yes. You were thinking about
We
recipes.
were talking about things you showed the picture of the pie.
I was using a metaphor.
I thought about cooking class. So that's why I asked, we can work the recipe. And I was wondering, I think she told us about creative activities, not only work by the book.
Because sometimes in the book we have the ready-made recipe that is there. And my point is, if we follow that step by step, things may not work the way we want
Of
them.
course, because it depends on the group, the time, I'm sorry.
It's okay, you don't have to be sorry. Don't worry.
Okay, now I understood. The recipe was the activity, not about
Recipes.
But you showed me the pie and I was okay, cooking class, you're talking about
Delicious. Excuse me. That's good. Can I show you the 2? Quotation number 3. Sorry to interrupt. Promise I'm finishing and I won't interrupt you anymore. Quotation number 3 says, keeping things simple in the classroom implies that our teaching focuses on the learner rather on the materials to be covered. Agree, disagree? And the last one, risk-taking in the classroom is about assessing the situation, daring to try different approaches, and entering the discomfort zone. Because the idea, how is risk-taking related to games, creativity? If students don't like games, or if we have learners that are not risk takers, we need to be careful. So instead of starting with the running dictation, I'll do something maybe with less movement, and then if I have the necessary conditions, okay, I can try the running dictation one day, as an example, okay? How far do you agree with these sentences? One more minute, so then we see if our pie is ready. Who would like to share some of the ideas you discussed? Anything you don't agree at all? Sure.
What is keeping things simple?
Very good question. On the subject we are? I would say, remember the cost benefit of preparing things, of proposing games that maybe will cost too much, and the benefit, the result, is not what you expect. For example, let's think of simple things that we can do in the classroom that will that may change the pace of the lesson, as you mentioned in the beginning, that can spice up our lessons. What are simple things that we could do?
You mean in terms of games?
Or game-like activities? What are simple ideas? The zero preparation thing.
Take a ball to the classroom.
With a ball, with the postcard.
Put them in circles or...
Remember how many ideas you had only with the postcard? I used postcards just because I'm that kind of person, right? Who has postcards. But it could be done with pictures, like from magazines. And then you can adapt to the target language that you have to teach, right? All the ideas...
You can ask them to send messages to each other.
All the ideas that you mentioned are, I would say, relatively simple ideas, don't you think? That could be adapted, that could be used.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, does it make sense? Yes? Anything else you would like to mention? Remember, this is the recipe, right? But it turns out that you prepared this. And then you're going to tell me, but this is different from the recipe.
Well, it looks better.
Mm-hmm. You see? You have some cream? Yeah. So my point here is the recipe can be very useful for the new ideas, different ways of doing things. And these recipes can come from books that we buy, and I'm going to show you one here, but there are lots of books, like 1,000 recipes for tired teachers, things like that. But the thing is, we have to adapt, okay? Before we finish, I'm going to give you a recipe here that was written by an 11-year-old about his idea of a happy class. Okay? Can you please take one and pass?
They're all the same.
They're all the same, yeah, it's just different colors. Can you please take one and pass the others? Can you please take one and pass the others?
So
Thank
this
you.
is his idea of a happy class.
Yeah, 11-year-old idea of a happy class.
Can you open?
Yes, sure. Sure. Oh yeah, that's my favorite part.
Really? 11 years old? 11 years old? The
Yes.
students.
Yeah. I put here the references that I used. Thank you. But my favorite part is the graded teacher. Well, it has to be, because one full teacher is too much, might be too much. I put the references that I used here for this content, okay? The Inglesa team, this is one of the kind of books. I say, but do I have to use the way it's here, the activity the way it's here? No, but it can give you lots and lots of ideas, okay? The same thing with being creative and games for language learning. All right? Okay. Thank you very much.